This question can be dealt with easily if you understand the concept of simple interest, compound interest, especially the concept of the difference between SI and CI for 2 years, for 3 years, and so on. So if you remember the direct formula, then you can do it directly. Obviously, that is like the solution which is provided in the printed solution that we have provided. But here I'll be discussing a different method. Okay. Now here there are two schemes you can say. In one, the money is invested for simple interest on simple interest for a same rate of interest per annum. So R percent, and R percent. In the second case, it is invested at compound interest, right? So in one of the scheme, it is simple interest. In another scheme, it is compound interest. So let's see what will happen. So if I'll assume the principal as 100, rate of interest is given as R percent. Okay. So on simple interest for the first year, second year, and third year, all right. So simple interest, R percent of 100, it will be R. Second year, it will again be R, and third year, it will again be R. Simple interest remains same for all the years. Now talking about compound interest. Now compound interest for the first year will be R percentage of 100, that is R. I have assumed principal as 100, though the principal is 2 lakhs. So I'll be taking care of this particular thing later on. So compound interest for the first year is R. For the second year, it will be R plus R percentage of R. So first year's compound interest is copied and R percent of the same will be calculated and added to it. Okay. Now for the third year compound interest, so I'll copy the compound interest for second year. So R plus R percentage of R, and will give R percentage on the interest of second year and will add it to this. So it will be R percentage of R plus R percent of R percent of R, right? So this is the compound interest for the third year. Now the difference between them is given as the 6200. So the compound interest for 3 years minus the simple interest for 3 years is given as 6200. So this part will get cancelled from the first year. From the second year, this part will get cancelled, and from the third year, again this part will get cancelled. So I'll be left with R percent of R, R percent of R, R percent of R. That means 3 times R percentage of R plus R percent of R percent of R. So R percent of R percent of R. Now this is the interest that I have obtained when the principal was 1000 or 100, but the principal is 2 lakhs. That means 2000 times the value that I have assumed. So I'll multiply this by 2000, and this difference can be equated to 6200. Okay. Now do the simplification to find out the value of R. Now here, if you start solving it directly, it will be difficult for you to calculate the value of R. So let's use options. So inside the bracket, I have 3R square upon 100 plus R cube upon 10,000. And that will be equal to 6200 upon 2000. That is 31 upon 10. Okay. Now among the options, if I treat the first option, R as 10. So 3 into 100 upon 100, that will be 3, plus 1000 upon 10,000 is 1 upon 10. Adding these two, you will get 31 upon 10, which matches the right hand side. Okay. So now I can say that the value of R will be equal to 10%, and that should be the correct answer for question number 14. All right. Let's move on to our next question.